still. Thank God me pass the rest, you know. Man there. Live to see what I go on and can tell me what I go on to do. The day, yeah. Go to a book of my life, man. Just read it out, you see me? Yes, yes. It not take long, it's not hard for do.
Greetings to all my viewers and subscribers. I hope you all had a blessed week. First and foremost, I want to thank all of my current 5,000 subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it if you consider doing so. Because over here at Voice of the Victims, we try our best to put out the most accurate information about any case we decide to investigate. Over here, we don't just look at hot topics, we look at other issues facing Jamaica and we try to have a dialogue about it. Because I'm a strong believer of knowledge is power. So if you're interested in those other topics, you can also check the channel and you'll definitely be intrigued, and let us have a discussion in the comment section. So let's get into today's topic. Today we decide to look upon how Squashman and the 6th camp was implicated in the shooting that took place at Lauderhill involving Jman, who is now in custody. So now we're going to look upon all of the documents that implicate Squash in the matter and see how worried Squashman need to be based on these documents that the police provided to the court so far. I must say, these are the documents that was provided to the court by the investigator in the Jman case. These are not the investigating documents that the investigator would have on this matter. So these documents will not show everything the investigator have thus far in the matter. The fact that Squashman hasn't been arrested for anything, those documents will not be available to the public. So we are going to read the document in which Squashman's name was first brought up during all of this incident. This is the arrest affidavit, and the document states, this gang war started in a place on the island of Jamaica called Salt Spring, Montego Bay. One gang is called the Bad Breed and other is called the Busted. The third is called the 6th. They were all friends but became enemies. Hence, there's different faction. Bad Breed is led by Marvin Brown, aka Ramos. According to source, he is now based in Atlanta, Georgia. Busted is comprised of Jman, Rayman, and Fredman. 6 is led by reggae artist Andre Whitaker, stage name Squash or Squashman. Squash merged with Busted gang to take down Ramos and the Bad Breed gang. All these guys is wanted in Jamaica for loss of life, but they brought their way to Florida. So the document goes further and states, these gangs squared off recently at a club called The Garden 411, which is located in Lauderdale Lakes, that are in Florida, on Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. 6 along with Busted gang members trade bullet along with Bad Breed gang. So this is the first time Squashman's name was mentioned in all of the document. And this implicates Squash in the whole incident as to what took place in Lauderhill. Okay, this part of the document we may read is what really implicates Squashman in the whole incident. So it states, words on the street is that Muscleman is a hired gunman who freelances work to the highest bidder. Squash, Muscleman, Ford Lad, and Jman are all friends. It is said that Squash was doing or talking about a drugs deal when someone started shooting at Squash, trying to kill him. Squash and his cronies, which is Jman and the rest of the person who go kill Ford Lad and Muscleman, conclude that Muscleman got paid from Ramos to set up Squash because Muscleman car was seen nearby when Squash was shot. It is said that Squash got grazed during the attempt assassination. Squash run from the scene. So these are the information investigators in Lauder Hill have. So must somebody pass on them detailed information here to the police as to what took place. So when the police get them information here, them not gonna tell a person say I lie them a tell. Them not gonna discredit it. What them gonna do is check it out. So first thing them gonna do now, them gonna guard the scene where them hear say Squash get shot, which is the guard 411. Find out if an incident really took place on that day. And then, they're going to lead to the hospital. Because if Squash gets shot, him have to go to the hospital. So, it's just like a chain of custody. They might tie everything together at once when they do the investigation. So, even though these are just information where the police receive, the fact that them put it in the document where them submit to the court, that means them must do some form of checks and balance before. Because them not just put hearsay in a document and carry to court, because that don't work. They must have some form of they have to substantiate these information where them get in order to put it in front of the court. Them not gonna just put anything in front of the court like that. So that some people need to understand. And let me tell you something. When you have the investigation, you always want the top man, the man who is at the head of the gang or who is at the head of the leader. The police them must receive information and police them know say Jman is a foot soldier. Jman is in the head of the gang. So they're going to try and get the head of the gang by any means necessary. Because if you have a snake and you cut off the tail, it can always grow back the next tail. But if you cut off the head of the snake, you kill the whole snake. So that philosophy there, them work by. Them no want the man where them no want the foot soldier. Even if the foot soldier do the actual crime, them want the person who send the foot soldier. And the fact that the police have received information say basically because them shoot off a Squash, that's why Squash send back him friend them or Squash friend them go back, go do the knockings and take out Ford Lad and Muscle Man. And the next thing some people have to understand, Jamaica is just a phone call away now. The JCF is just a phone call away. All them have to do, take up them phone, call down a Jamaica. Who is them type of person here? Who is Squash Man? Who is Jman? And the police in Jamaica will willingly pass on all of the information and give them a rundown as to who is the type of person they might deal with. So person say if Jman attack, Squash would get locked up already. Yeah, everything take time. Everything take time. They want to make sure so when them put them case file together and them get them warrant and them go lock up who them supposed to lock up, who them think involved in the matter. Them have an airtight case. Them don't want just go lock you up based off of the first information where them get and then put you in front of the court and you bust the case. Them do the things like that. Them do investigation prior to arrest. It's not arrest and then you do investigation. You have to find all the way you need before you do the arrest. Because if you do it other way around, that's just joke. To me, as an ex-investigator, Squash Man and him other cronies need to be worried. It's not a matter of me wanting Squash to go to jail because me never send Squash to do nothing if Squash do nothing. It's a matter of based on the evidence or based on the information where the investigators them have on Squash. So even if them don't have anything concrete on Squash, the fact that them have Jman in custody and them go squeeze Jman real hard. I want to know if him can withstand the pressure as to where the police them in Florida are going to put on him. Because when them start make the football number known, the 50 and the 60 and the 70 and or the 100 here, it's a different conversation it reached. And nobody in them 20s, nobody in them 20s now I used to them have 200 here to serve in a jail before them even eligible for parole. And the fact say Jman case has now moved from a first degree premeditated loss of life to a second degree loss of life with weapon. It really speaks volume. Because there's not just two reasons why this can happen, but the two main reasons and the two most common reasons as to why a DA with a less than person charge is either them have lack of evidence as to the crime you have been charged with, or you are cooperate to the police and something for something. The fact that them good at them now, as I say, them are gonna know say he's just a foot soldier and a Squash Man lead the gang. Like everybody know. All them have to do, police them over there have to do, take out them phone, call Jamaica police. Jamaica police are going to give them everything as to what go on. Who are the leader from what foot soldier? So them going to know say, oh, the leader still up on the road free. Alright, tell me what you know about the leader or what you know about the gang. And then we'll listen your sentence. Jman DNA up on the scene. I mean, hear people that say Jman shoot a man who was already on the ground. Yeah, the man was already on the ground. But who tell you say the man was dead? Or the man is dead when him get shot on the ground? Enough people get shot on the ground and wait them there and still reach the hospital and make it. Police don't determine when a person is dead. Or the coroner or the doctor for that. That's not the job of a police. If you say this man dead, police can't pronounce nobody dead. In the first case. Whether them want shoot a man who already dead on the ground, he actually take part in it. He is there before the fact, during the fact, and after the fact. His subsequent conduct after the person was shot and on the ground, what him do after that? Him still go over him, go shoot him. And people are say it's not premeditated. They have to lessen it because the premeditation factor is not there. Because when him reach on the scene, him bump fist and attack before the other man come out and start the shooting. Yes, that can also seen as a premeditated factor because him already there in the vehicle and him and the friend them done collude and know so when we come out, we go talk to them and then you come out come shoot him. Them gonna know so it's a planned attack. It not just happen out of thin air, them not come there and then them start fight and one man take out the gun and shoot the next man. The man just come out of the vehicle and shoot him. So obviously this is a planned orchestrated shooting. So police them nah gonna lessen it. Them nah gonna lessen it. It's either them go charge him with the first degree and the second degree, but the fact that them no charge him with the first and the second, them just take away the first degree and put on the second degree upon him. It speaks volume. And if you're a part of the system, you're gonna really understand what I say. But the common person wouldn't understand and not see it from this level. And that's fine. We will all see what plays out. And the next thing, you're not gonna know if Jman cooperate to the police unless the case go to trial. If Jman end up take a deal and squash them still get locked up, you're not gonna ever know if Jman talk to the police unless it goes to trial. If Jman take a deal and go to prison, take prison time and go to prison, you're not gonna know if him talk past squash. Only way you will find out unless the case go to trial and then him have to take the stand and say such and such and such. But unless if him don't take the stand, you will never know if him cooperate. So that's the next thing too. So that's just what me have to say about this thing. It's not that I want to squash a guy jail or I want to squash a guy prison because I wish jail and prison for no man. But if you do the crime, you're supposed to can do the time. And we don't condone no form of criminality. There's no way shape nor form over here advice of the victims. So if you like this content, please stay tuned. Please remember to subscribe and like and leave your comment. Or if you disagree with what me have to say, let's have a discussion in the comment section. See you in the next video. And like I always said, remember to hug your loved ones.